Oh, hey guys, it's me, Mr. Miller. Today we're going to talk about lab safety and some of the importance of wearing safety equipment here in the lab. So let's go ahead and get started on our notes here. So where is the safety equipment located in my particular classroom? Well, let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. When we talk about the fire extinguisher, the eye wash, and the emergency shower, they're located throughout the room. The extinguisher is located by the exit door. At the right of my classroom, the eye wash and the emergency shower are both located behind my lab bench. Let's go ahead and take a video tour so you can see exactly where those three things are located in this classroom. There's one emergency exit door. In case of emergency, you would use either door in this case. The goal is to get out of the classroom as quickly as possible. There's our eye wash station located behind the lab bench. And of course, the emergency or chemical shower is right there as well. Our fire extinguisher is located to the right of that exit door, right there in that cabinet. Pull it open, read the directions, and then you can put out the fire with the extinguisher. Now, what should we not wear on lab day? Number one, let's go ahead and take a look here. No baggy clothes, kind of like this guy here, baggy sweatshirts. Those types of things can lean over, get within the chemicals, and even catch fire if we're using flames. Same with long hair. Girls and guys, I've seen some guys with some long hair in here before. Please pull your hair back into a ponytail. We don't want that to dangle into the chemicals or get caught in the fire as well. No dangling jewelry. Finally, no flip-flops either. We want to make sure we're wearing enclosed shoes when we are in the lab on lab day. So what is your responsibility as a student? Okay, there are some things that you need to keep in mind. Number one, follow the instructions and lab procedures every time. Number two, no horseplay, no running around. We don't want to cause an accident. Clean up your area when you are finished. Never eat or drink anything in the classroom unless I give you permission to do so. Okay, let's talk about what each of these safety symbols mean. I have this one on right here, which is the eye protection symbol. So what does that mean? When you see that on a lab or you see that, that tells you, number one, you're going to have to wear some safety goggles. All right? When do you use them? You use them when you're dealing with chemicals. You do it, or you wear them when you have sharp objects that you're using, and same if you are using fire. You should always be wearing your safety goggles. The fire safety symbol tells us that we will be dealing with fire that particular lab. Again, use your goggles. Again, tie back long hair. Tie back any loose clothing. We just don't want that to catch fire, including your little strings from your sweatshirts that tend to dangle down as well. When you see this particular symbol, that's the electrical shock symbol. It means we are dealing with electricity, and there is the potential for shock if you're not careful. When you're dealing with electricity, number one, please watch for water so the cord's not dangling anywhere near the sinks or in water for that matter. Be aware of where cords are located so you don't trip over them or accidentally rip them out of the wall. So those would be our electrical shock things that we should keep in mind when we're dealing with electricity. Poison is the skull and crossbones symbol. You've seen this before. This means we're dealing with poison, unknown chemicals. We should wear our goggles. We should read the label so we know what it says. A lot of times it'll say specific things. And finally, keep away from your mouth at all times. That's the poison symbol. Corrosive symbol. When you see a hand with something dripping on it, that means you're dealing with corrosive things that will eat through your skin or your clothes. So you need to really be careful here. Corrosive hazards means wear goggles, number one. Number two, read the labels so you know what you're dealing with. And wear an apron, a chemical resistant apron. Keep off your skin. All right, it will probably eat through your skin depending on the type of corrosive that you're using. Next, breakage symbol. I'll show you what the breakage symbol is here in just a second. All right, when you're using the breakage or see the breakage symbol, that means you're using glassware. All right, there's the breakage symbol. Use caution when handling. It can cause serious cuts if it breaks. Alert me, the teacher, immediately if you break glass. I will come clean it up. Don't you clean it up. And avoid that area until I've already taken care of everything. Next, sharp object safety. Let's go ahead and pull those up. Sharp object means you're dealing with knives, and it's usually a knife symbol. Always cut away from you if you're cutting. Mr. Miller's got a nice little scar here that you can still see where I actually cut towards me. I didn't follow that rule and ended up in the hospital with about 6 stitches. So again, follow that rule. If you do get cut, tell your teacher immediately so we can get you some medical attention. Next one is animal safety. Animal safety has the symbol of a little mouse. And I'll pull that up for you there. When you're dealing with animals, animals require extra care and handling. Always treat animals with respect and care. Animals can potentially bite you and harm you if you're not careful, especially if they get scared. Always put animals back in containers and cages when you're done with them or they're not in use because they can escape. And finally, wear gloves for extra protection. One thing that I don't have listed on here that we should be aware of is anytime you're dealing with animals or even plants and you don't have gloves on, wash your hands all the time. Finally, plant safety. I'll pull this one up as well. Plant safety, there's a plant symbol. Some plants are poisonous if touched or consumed. Make sure you wear gloves whenever using plants. Always wash your hands when you're finished. The lab apron symbol is coming up here. Anytime you see a lab apron symbol, means you're using chemicals. You should use some kind of chemical resistant apron that will protect your skin and body. A lot of these things are what you will see or possibly use in high school, not necessarily here in middle school. In case of emergency, what should you do? Please contact the following people in this order immediately. Number 1, let me know if there's an emergency that is happening in the classroom. 2nd, contact the principals. 3rd, call the main office. Finally, worst case scenario, 911, only if it's serious, life-threatening issue in which either I, the teacher, or a student is unresponsive. All right, let's do a quick review here. What's wrong in this picture? Identify 6 different safety concerns shown in this picture. So take a look there. Go ahead and pause the video here so you can take some time. Try to find 6 things that are an obvious safety concern. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you the answers. So if you're not ready, hit pause. Here we go. Here are the answers. Number 1, don't fool around during the lab. Horseplay is not permitted. Always point test tubes and other items away from yourself and others when heating. 3, keep hair and other flammable objects away from the flame, so pull them back into ponytail. Don't eat or drink anything while in the lab. Always wear safety goggles when doing an experiment for protection. Okay, good job. That's the end of our notes. We are finished. I'll see you in class.